Then we get our segment. Paul
I thought Raw
Heyman.
ended here.
No, Raw did not end here.
Are you sure Raw wasn't over? Because I'm pretty sure there was no roof left on the building when this segment came around.
I know, right? Oh my God! Paul Heyman is in the ring, and he begins.
No, John. Paul Heyman is in his own stratosphere.
That is so true. He was on fire tonight. In fact, I don't even think I can do it justice because you put it better than I can. I mean, what did you think of this promo? I'm going to have you start this one off.
I was legitimately worried that he was going to have a freaking heart attack in the ring.
I know, right? The only time
he was out of breath and everything. Like I was like scared. Like I was honestly worried that Paul Heyman was going to die tonight.
Yeah, and the only time I've ever worried about something like that happening with promos is when you're Ric Flair.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just gives you a little clue. He starts by saying, he says, "Yes, it's true. My client, Brock Lesnar, will be at WrestleMania 31. Believe that. His client will be anywhere he damn well pleases before and after WrestleMania and will be there as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion because he will be champion as long as he damn well pleases." Heyman would say again, believe that, but the mic cuts out, and then it comes right back, and he says, well, this microphone must have been from New Jersey, or the sound guy must be from New Jersey. Heyman goes on about Roman Reigns and just saying, all the stuff that I said about Roman Reigns and the Legends, they know it's true. Oh, God, can you even remember a lot of the stuff that he said there and point to that? Because that's when it really started picking up and getting so good.
Well, I mean, at a certain point, the mic basically completely cut out, and he said, can anybody get me a microphone that actually works? And then Lillian handed it to him, and he's just like, well, it's about time you do something right. Oh, burn.
Dude, he went after everybody.
Oh my God. And then he was starting to get so freaking, I guess I could say, passionate.
Yeah.
Because he talks about how last week he didn't say it in these words, but he basically said that he put over Roman Reigns as much as he possibly could. And he made references to Bruno Sammartino and Bret Hart and Austin and The Rock and all these guys. And someone must have yelled something about Andre the Giant because, no, I didn't say Andre the Giant because he's dead, you idiot.
Oh, yeah, dude. I was like, man, what is going on? And then he says, there are two possible scenarios for you at WrestleMania. And then I know what the second one was because that was just like a soundbite. I don't know what he said for the first one. I think he just said
the first one was he would conquer you and devastate you and beat you the same way that he beat John Cena at SummerSlam.
Right. And he says, or the second option, Lesnar might Ronda Rousey your ass. And the mic cuts out again and comes back. Yeah. And then Heyman says Reigns is going to be destroyed and conquered by Brock at WrestleMania. Believe that. He tosses the microphone out of the ring, and then Reigns' music hits, and I think he's going to confront Heyman, but then I remember, no, this is just a transition into our main event matchup. But before we go into there, do you have anything you want to say or discuss about this promo? Because this was just really, again, insanity from Heyman tonight.
I just feel like this was a very well done worked shoot. I think the WWE knew that people knew about Brock walking out. They wanted to sort of cool down that steam, and who better than Paul Heyman to do that? And they basically told him, all right, Paul, we want you to go out there and act like you're shooting. We want you to go out there and use your whole shooting at the hip line like what you did back in, I guess it was like, 02, 03 when he cut the shoot promo on Vince McMahon. And we want you to say this stuff. And they gave him a list of bullet points. And that's what he did.
And this is where Heyman is money, because Lesnar's only going to make a limited number of appearances. And Heyman, I think, has done, not just for this angle, but for Lesnar's entire run, an excellent job of filling in the gaps. And Heyman, I just cannot commend you enough for that. And I really feel like this promo was just one of many crowning moments for you as part of this entire ride. This was fantastic. I am actually looking forward to when this segment is isolated on YouTube and I go back and I watch it again, because I certainly will. That said, we go to our main event matchup, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Not a bad matchup here, but I think the important thing to note is that the Authority interferes countless times in this matchup. You see Jamie Noble interfere at one point. You see Joey Mercury in another. Randy Orton does come out at one point mid-match, but he's on the opposite side of the ring away from the rest of the Authority. And so, they keep going back and forth. It seems like Reigns is going to turn the tide at one point because he's giving Superman punches to everybody. But then as he hits the Superman punch on Rollins and he's about to go for the spear, Orton grabs the foot and Reigns tries to kick him.
I don't know if it was Kane or Big Show or someone from J&J Security, but whoever it was, they distracted the ref.
Right. And that allows...
They distracted the ref. Oh my God.
Yeah, you think that was bad. Not as bad as the finish, though, because Seth Rollins actually beats Roman Reigns with the roll-up of death. It's making main event appearances because he rolls Reigns up. And there's actually a second...
This is what I was talking about earlier. It's getting way too much of a push. It's not ready, obviously.
I know, right? It's ridiculous. And the crazy thing was, Reigns did have a little bit of time to kick out because the ref didn't even immediately see it. It took a second or two for him to see it and register the count. And I'm like, you can still do it, Reigns! And he gets pinned. And I'm like, what the heck?
That was hilariously brutal.
Seth Rollins pins Roman Reigns, which I think is really smart because I still think it leaves the back door open, even though, I know a lot of stuff has come out. I'm just saying, in kayfabe-wise, it does leave the back door open that, hey, maybe I will cash in whoever emerges, and I've just shown myself capable to beat these main event caliber players. Rollins seems appreciative to Orton. He kind of smiles in his direction, showing that team unity, whatever. Orton just quickly walks out, though. He did his job and he's leaving. And Reigns, he ain't having any of that. He actually dives over the ropes onto the Authority, and he just starts beating the crap out of everybody, dude.
Yeah.
Kane even ate a spear at one point. Big Show ate a Superman's punch, and I think a spear.
Dude, the suicide dive that started it all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He vaulted over the ropes onto the Authority, and that's how it all broke down.
It was just ridiculous, though. Have you ever seen Roman Reigns do anything that athletic before?
No. It was awesome, dude. I loved it.
I know, right? It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. And then the best part, though,
the Seth spear to Rollins coming off the top rope.
Yeah, I was about to say, Seth Rollins comes off the top rope and Reigns makes him eat a spear, and I'm just like, oh my holy hell. So Roman Reigns just ran roughshod over everybody. I almost have to wonder, see, if I were kind of booking this, my next thing would be Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton next Monday night, with Seth Rollins making the same proclamations like, hey, Randy, as somebody who's beaten Roman Reigns, if you need anything out there, just let me know. So you kind of show that douchiness while also, quote-unquote, showing that solidarity. But then Seth Rollins ends up screwing it up and Reigns beats Orton next week, because I think that would be a nice big win, to continue his momentum for Lesnar. And then maybe Orton blows the gasket and he just beats the crap out of Rollins. So that's just my opinion. We'll see what happens. And that's pretty much how Raw closes, bro.
Yep.